Hi everyone, it is currently December 31st, 2019, and I am in the process of switching over all of my 2019 inserts into 2020, so I thought I would go ahead and do that with you. And at the end, I'm going to show all of the books and planners and things that I will be archiving for 2019. I tend to like to archive by year. It's not something I'm a stickler about, but the last couple of years it just happened to work out that way, so I'm just kind of going with it. First of all, I have this setup, which is for medical care of someone I look after, and I keep a Hobonichi A6 weekly supplement in here, which is really helpful to track whenever I administer medications and stuff. I can write down the dosage amount and then put it at the time that it was given. So I have the one for 2020. So I'm going to take out this one and I'll just file this one away. So I'll just put my sticky note in here and just put it where it goes tomorrow. So there we go. That is all set. I'm actually thinking I'm going to put a sticker on here or something to embellish it for the year. I wanted to do it for this one, but since it was so close to the end of the year, I didn't want to, like waste a sticker on that. So this one is ready to go, and I should start making a pile here of all the things I'm going to archive. So that one's done. And next I will do my kids' journals. So I haven't looked at these since I unboxed them, and also I will link below my 2020 planner and journal lineup video. In that video, I go into more detail about what I'm doing and all these different setups. So to save time, I'm not going to explain any of that here, but I haven't handled these since I opened them because I just wanted to feel the excitement all over again. And these are so gorgeous. I'm so glad, look, that I finally get to get into these. So this one is for here. So this Pickles the Frog. Here's the old one. Here's the new one. So this one goes. Okay, so I'm going to take my palms out, set this one aside, and put the new Pickles in. I have the new stencil. I actually found the stencil for the old one, if I can. This was a stencil for the old one, and so I'm just going to keep it in with that. And I'm going to keep all of these together here. So there it is, that one's set. Oh, I got to put my palms in. I actually don't use these as bookmarks. They're purely decorative, so it doesn't matter where they go. I just kind of want them together like that. So that one is set and ready to go. So then I'll do this one is for this kid, and take my palms out. This goes in the pile. I do have a separate box that I keep the journals to my kids in, and this one has the cool stencil too. So excited. I'm probably never going to use those. I'm just excited to have them. I do not have a set archiving system. So I know I always get asked that, but I don't have any special way that I do it. And if I ever do, then I'm sure I'll do a video on it, but I just haven't found a way yet that is working out for me. I tend to just put them all in a box, and I'm playing with the idea of maybe putting all of my used notebooks up on a shelf or something. I'm not completely sure yet. So these two are done. Okay, they're ready to go. I'm really happy with this and really looking forward to writing in them tomorrow. So this is my 5-year Hobonichi, which I will just be starting over at the beginning for 2020. So that's going to stay as is. And this next thing, this is what I used for self-care. This is the Midori MD One Day One Page. I am going to fill out the back and put my signature on there. There were a couple more pages than there were days in the year, so I have some blank pages at the end, but it's full, it's done. I just did some lettering, and I basically just lettered something that I did for myself every day, and I finished it. I did every day of 2019, and I'm not continuing this for 2020, but this was really fun to do and really awesome to complete. I'm really glad that I have this beautiful book that's completely full of like little bite-sized memories pretty much, and things that I did to make myself happy. So that will be archived. And earlier in the year, I had a separate journal for like everything under the sun. And then a couple months in, I combined all of those journals into an Omni Journal. And the books that I had started using, for example, I had a media journal, but it only had a few pages written. So I sliced those out and just really crudely bound them so that I could archive them. And the rest of the notebook, like I think, yeah, this was a Stalogy. This was from a Stalogy, and I cut these out so that I could reuse the Stalogy. And actually, the Stalogy is what this is. You can see on the edge there where I cut out the pages, but I'm able to save money. I didn't have to get a whole nother notebook for this. So I'm going to put that in the archive pile. And so for my planner, I've shown this already. I still don't have the cover for this. I have a leather cover on the way, and I will do a separate video when I get the setup of that all done. But this is the planner I'll be using, which is a change from what I was previously using. So that will go here in my pile for next year. And this is also in the pile for next year. This is my photo journal. I have a video about this as well. And I had started at the beginning of 2019 trying to do like a photo album, which I did in this pen and ink art alternatives notebook, and it did not pan out. It didn't work for me. You can see the number of filled pages that I have there. But this does contain some memories, even though most of it is blank. So I am still going to archive this. And this is the new version of that project that I will be doing for 2020. And it's already way, way better than when I was trying to do it in here. So I'll be doing that. And then I might as well get into the rest of the books that I am archiving for this year, because they are the planners that I used and then all of the journals that I completed. So for 2019, I started out in the Hobonichi weeks. I did this for a couple of months, so it's a little bit filled, and I will be going ahead and archiving that. And from the Hobonichi weeks, I moved into the Hobonichi original, which is the A6 size. I used this for a couple of months. Actually, I think it was like 3 months a piece. So 3 months in the weeks, 3 months in here. Each time it didn't just fully work out for me. And then I decided to simplify it, and I went with a monthly spread, which is this, and a blank notebook for random notes. And I was in this for the last 6 months of the year. And the reason I'm in the Hobonichi Day Free is because it's set up exactly like this. You have a monthly section, and then the rest are blank pages. This has just worked magnificently for me. So I just started this in December, and I haven't looked back. So I'll be archiving these as well. And then this is just my like YouTube planner. And the only reason I show this is because I had this monthly insert in my planner until I filled it up after I was doing YouTube for a whole year. And I just have a new monthly insert in here. It's nothing fancy, but I am going to be archiving this. And the last thing are my journals. So I'm going to put this over here. So I filled up 4 journals this year. I was kind of hoping for more smaller inserts to archive. That's just what I've done in the past, but this year I really took to using some thicker notebooks. So I started out in this Leuchtturm like pocket or A6 sized notebook, and at the beginning of the year when I had multiple different journals for every little thing, I combined all of those and started it in here. And this became my first Omni Journal. And then I moved into the Moleskine Expanded because it was just released. It just came out and it was such an attractive thing at the time. And I finished it. I did front to back journaling in this thing, and it's quite a trophy now, and I absolutely love it. I had to peel away, I cut away the black part and then like worked this to separate it and give it a little more space to expand. So this is lovely. It's like 3 pounds, I think. And then I did a little stint in junk journaling. This is from Moonside Parlor on Etsy, and she just has the most beautiful junk journals I've ever seen. I didn't get along with this very well. I don't really have a hankering to do it again, but I haven't written it off completely. So I have the one junk journal, and then I finished the year, and I finished just today in the Nanami Cafe Note B6 Slim. So this is super chunky, and I am really happy to see all of the completed journals that I have. And I'm proud of myself for persevering in these really thick monsters of a notebook. So I will be glad to archive these. So the next journal that I will be using, because as you can see, I switch sizes and brands and paper types and all that stuff. I get to choose the next journal I want to use, and it's always so exciting for me. And I initially expected to use this, which is a pocket size Nanami Cafe Note, but it isn't technically like your typical field notes pocket size. Those are the measurements. And so it's a wonky size, and there's no, I think there's like a Sojourner maybe that will fit this. I'm not sure. I don't know all the details about that, but I just went into this knowing that if I wanted to use this, I was going to have to get a custom cover done. So this is from Eberhart Studio on Etsy, and it's just a simple folio. I just tend to go for this configuration like all the time now. But this is an Autumn Harvest leather, and it's completely gorgeous. I really love Yayi's signature slanted front pocket. I just think it's so original, and it just adds something new to the mix since front pockets are just so popular right now. So I just added some stickers. This custom name decal is from Melina Plans, and this is from, oh gosh, I will link it. I cut it off so I can't read it, but I will have everything linked in the description. If I don't have everything right away, I will get to it. I just want to make sure this video is posted tonight. So I initially thought I was going to use this, and I think I want to go to standard. I think I haven't used standard in a little while, and that's kind of like my reset size, my comfort size, and I kind of miss it. And also I have this gorgeous cover that I got before this one, and I really think that I just want to use this. So this is a LeCow, and this is the vintage tan leather, which is so beautiful. And then this is the, what is it? I think it's the peacock color. Oh my gosh, I'll have to double check and put it in the description. but it's got the configuration I like. And this was actually gifted to me by Robin at Talks from the Heart. She tried to use standard size and she just did not get along with it. And she knows it's like my baby. So she gave it to me because she knew I would get a lot of use out of this. And holy moly, the color combination in this is just, it's so beautiful. It's got such a rich, like, jewel tone to it. It reminds me of like a library or a professor's office or something. It is so rich, and I think I'm really feeling this, especially in winter. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this insert. I keep saying I think. I'm just going to. I'm going to have to start writing in it tomorrow, and then there's no looking back. So this is a Midori MD notebook. It's just the regular grid, and it was A5, and I had it cut to standard like over a year ago, I think. And I'm really trying not to use notebooks that have over like 250 pages. Like 200 is ideal, but 300 is cutting it a little close. So these notebooks are good for me, and I'm just trying to use up what I have. And I love Midori MD paper, so I think I'm just going to use this. The fit is wonderful, and seeing as how I bulk up my journals so much, a little bit of extra space in here is going to be perfect for that. And I'm still going to work on my front pocket decor because I just kind of go ham with that. I really enjoy playing with front pocket decor. And apparently I like these two mushroom girls together because I did these completely separately, not knowing what was in the other one. And I picked the same two girls, which is kind of funny. I guess I really love those. So I'm thinking this will be my second journal of the year. I think I'm going to go ahead and start with this one, and I'm super pumped about it. So this is going to be the next journal. So I will put all of the books that I am archiving for 2019 here. There's no way all of this is going to stay up, I think, but not too shabby. This is everything that I have for this year. It's a little bit larger than what I had for 2018, but I was a bit more ambitious in 2019. So we'll see how 2020 fares. I wish you all happy journaling and happy planning in the new year. Everybody be safe, and I will see you in 2020. Bye.